Hi folks, welcome back to MetaBox Tutorials. In the previous parts, we created a hotel room listing page and a back-end booking system. Now it's time to take the booking form to the front end so your customers can book rooms directly from your website. No need to contact your staff manually. In this video, we'll create a custom booking form anywhere you want, inside a room detail or even in a pop-up. The submitted data will still be saved in the booking post type, and of course, we'll use custom fields to collect all the booking information. Let's get started. To build a hotel booking website, we need many basic and advanced features, so we highly recommend you use MetaBox all-in-one to have a framework to have everything. Also, it includes all the MetaBox extensions that you need for your creation. In this part, we especially use MB Frontend submission form, which creates editorial forms so users can submit blog posts on the front end. And MB Views to create a template for a single room page to display the booking form on the front end. I already have some rooms created in part 1 of this series. Now, let's create a new PHP file for the single room. Add the following code. This code helps to create a single room page to show the room details, just like a normal single post. Next, to display the room information more nicely, I'll use MB Views to build a template. Here, I can insert custom fields from the room group field or directly write code in this section. I'll add code to include CSS and JS from the Swiper library. We'll build 2 sliders. The first one is for the main slider, showing large room images. To do that, we use a loop to get all images from the advanced image field with the gallery ID. After that, I'll add the thumbnail slider, showing smaller preview images. It also loops through the same gallery field. And this part of the code retrieves all room information, such as price, maximum children, adults, and more. Then, in the CSS tab, I'll add styles for the layout. And in the JavaScript tab, I'll initialize the slider. In particular, this part declares and creates the thumbnail slider below the main slider, using the properties of Swiper.js. The next part declares and creates the main slider, also based on the properties of Swiper.js. Scroll down to the settings section. Choose the type of this template as singular. Then choose the location as room. And set the position for it. Now you can see that the single room page displays all the room's information. Now let's add the booking form to the single room page. First, go back to the PHP file you created for the single room. At the position where you want the booking form to appear, insert this code. This one is to execute the short code and display its output. You can copy the form's shortcode directly from the field group settings created with MB Frontend submission and paste it here. Since we don't need the post title or content for bookings, we can simply remove them. You can see the booking form on the single page. However, some fields are unnecessary for customers, so we can add CSS classes to hide those fields. Then, in the Themes Customizer, add CSS to hide any fields you don't need. We can also hide the Add More button to make sure each submission corresponds to only one booking. At this point, we already have the booking form we wanted. However, functions like automatic price calculation, date selection, and total nights calculation haven't been implemented yet. So let's move on to the next step. In this part, we'll add extra functions so the form doesn't just collect data, but also works like a real booking system. We're going to automatically display the corresponding price of the booking room, automatically show the valid booking dates, automatically calculate the total nights of stay, and automatically calculate the total amount. We'll need to write quite a bit of code for this part. Go to your theme folder and open the functions.php file you created in part 2. Add the following code there. These codes prepare everything the booking form needs on the front end. They load the JavaScript file and pass important data like Ajax settings, room prices, and the current room ID. Thanks to that, the booking form can automatically handle pricing, dates, and calculations in real time. The code's quite long, so it's partially hidden here. You can check the full code in the article. This hidden part loads the date picker library and the custom booking.js file that handles booking calculations and interactions. This section sends Ajax settings to JavaScript, including the admin URL and a security nonce, so the script can safely request disabled dates. Here, we collect all rooms with their IDs, titles, and prices, then send them as rooms data to JavaScript. This lets the booking form display the correct price when a room is selected. If we are on a single room page, this part sends the current room ID to JavaScript, so the booking form will automatically pre-select that room. This function creates a list of dates between check-in and check-out. Each day is added one by one to check room availability. These codes are used to validate booking data when users submit the booking form on the front end. It makes sure no one can book a room on dates that are already disabled. In particularly, this part hooks into the meta box validation filter. It runs only for our booking form identified by booking fields. This block collects all rooms that the user selected along with their check-in and check-out dates and formats them for validation. This part loads all disabled dates for each selected room using the Dates Disable function. Here, it checks if either the check-in or check-out day is already booked. If yes, validation fails immediately. Finally, this section checks all the days between check-in and check-out. If any of them overlap with disabled dates, the booking is rejected. That's it for creating the functions. All the code has been uploaded to GitHub, so you can check it out there. Now, let's move to the front end and test if those functions work properly. You can now make a booking successfully and also verify it from the back end. That's the end of today's tutorial. If you want to learn more about how to play around with meta box and custom fields, custom post types, and relationships, please watch other tutorials on this channel. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to us for more tutorials. Bye.